Hello, and welcome back to Tidbit of Torah. One of my favorite questions to ask parents is, what is your favorite thing that your child is just learning to do? I love asking these questions because whether or not it's learning a new word, a new motor skill, or a new way of interacting with other children, such as by sharing, it gets parents having the wheels turn in their head to think positively about what are the things that their children are struggling with. Because so often as parents, we think about what my child is struggling with as a negative thing, just as we think about what we're struggling with as a negative thing. But that's not always the way it is. Struggling can be a blessing. And that's exactly what we see in Parashat Vayishlach this week in the Torah. When Jacob struggles, and through his struggles, he learns important lessons of humility, vulnerability, and maturity. Jacob, through struggle, goes from being Jacob to becoming Yisrael, literally meaning one who struggles with God. And it is through this dream in which he struggles with a divine agent, which might represent himself and his own struggling with himself, struggling with his brother, with whom he has a challenging relationship after he stole the birthright and the blessing from his brother Esau, or struggling with God. Whatever it is, these struggles become a blessing for his life. And it is only through these struggles that then he's able to face the fears of re-encountering and reconnecting with his brother Esau, and to be able to come into contact with his brother, to hug and cry and travel with him a little bit in a new relationship. Family is complicated. We all have relationships in our lives that can be tough. But by struggling, by facing our fears, by going through this process of really being vulnerable and looking at ourselves about how things are and where we need to learn, it is only then that we're able to really face these relationships and do some work on them in our lives. I hope that this is a lesson that we can learn ourselves, and also a lesson that we can model for our children and for those around us. That through the blessings of struggle, we are able to enter into relationships more fully, more deeply, more positively, and more productively. Shabbat Shalom.